What's up, everybody? Bueller here again, and today I'm just here to cover another small topic. So here we have NET, and here let me show the alerts first. Almost forgot. The alerts, and these are just basically how we post because I want everyone to follow the system. So if you're going to follow how we trade, you need to follow the system. You need to learn what we trade by. We trade by patterns, we trade by just basic price action, and we use the 9 EMA with volume. So nothing really crazy, nothing fancy there, but you can see NET rising volume. We point out the resistances that are next, and we said watch for the 9 EMA to hold for a continued rise in price. So pretty much ride the 9 once it closes over with rising volume. TTWO is another one, and we like this one because it had a gap fill to look forward to. So you can see that's just a good, just fine with the gap. So the gap always plays into it. We love playing gap fills. Over 90% of gaps refill, so very high probability play if you stumble upon one. But here's NET, the first one we were talking about. And again, don't get me wrong, there are plays that don't do well. I'll show you a third chart after this that didn't do anything yet. So I'm not here to act like this strategy is 100%. It's very high probability, but you gotta pick the right one. So as you can see here, though, NET rising volume close had our little hook pattern. And again, a hook, basically what we call a hook, is a morning star, but with extra days. So you have a gap down, you have your little hook pattern here, your little rounding bottom kind of. See how your wicks are to the bottom side. Red bottom, then you have a long-legged doji, very indecisive candle. You want to focus on whatever next price action happens after. You get another hammer here, another one. It ends up looking like a tweezer kind of at the same time. Tweezer and Morningstar bottom. Regardless, though, you have a gap here and a gap here that kind of gives you that hook. Rising volume close in this Mirabuzo candle, rising volume. And then it pushed over, and it's still continuing to push new highs. We told people to start taking profits around this gap fill, but as you can see, good push with a little bit of lowering volume so far above the new high. And then the second chart, TTWO is a gaming related sector stock. As you can see, it has gone and filled that gap. Entry was that next day over that close because again, this was too early. We didn't know what was up here and we didn't catch it here, so we aren't allowed to just enter randomly whenever we want. But ideal entry would have been about here on this day as it held the 9 and gapped up. A gap up is really good, but then regardless though, we didn't see it at that time, so I'm not going to sit here and be Captain Hindsight. But the push over, close over with rising volume, gave me my confirmed passive entry over that common resistance to get into the gap fill, and it was over the 9, so just very basic. 2 days later, fills the gap. Now you have a long-legged candle here. Now you're waiting to see what it's going to do here. So basically what it's doing right now is squeezing. And that makes sense. A lot of the time, you see there's one here, and on that other chart, there was only one candle as well. But what those candles are reset candles, breathers, something in between to have a sustained move. Because if it just kept going, that would be an unsustained move and would be considered parabolic. But let me show you guys one more example of one that I actually did work out. We ended up shorting it from here down to here. We were waiting for a close under the 9. We never got that. I did get my rise in volume, so it did give me good initial day trades here. So I guess it did work out in a way. I was trying to find one that didn't work out. But it ended up holding the 9, it looks like, and has rising volume. So I might actually be able to call this out today if this closed over this level. So actually didn't mean to find another good possibility in a play, but there you go. But hopefully you guys enjoy these posts. If you guys want more of these videos, I definitely can get on doing more of these. Just let me know. But please leave a like on this video, and I'll see you on the next one.